for this session, and also thanking you, all the organizations who have readily accepted and sent you all for this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. K.V. John, the President of Palakkad Management Association, PMA. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow professional managers. I welcome you all to the day-long celebrations by PMA on National Management Day. Most of us are professional managers leading small or big team at various levels in the organization. Some of us get the liberty to choose their team, and most of us have to lead a team of given members. The topic of today's day-long session is emotionally intelligent leadership, and Shri Narendran ji will be giving more inputs on it. But let me share you my views. The dictionary meaning of leadership is the action of leading a group of people or an organization. And in simple words, leadership is about taking decisions, taking ownership of the actions, and giving credit of successes to the team and owning the failures himself. That is called leadership. And it also involves taking risks and challenging the status quo. What leadership does, what leaders do, is to motivate others to achieve something new and have an incremental better today as compared to yesterday. Now, this leadership cannot come by cognitive learning. That is by reading books. Say, when a person tries to become leader, imbibe the leadership qualities, want to get insight into the qualities of good leader. If he reads a book, how to become a good leader, there are plethora of books. But by just reading a book or watching a video session, he cannot become a good leader. He may have acquired enough knowledge for scoring good in exam, and these exam marks, high marks in exam, cannot guarantee leadership qualities. This is because cognitive learning can give you good IQ, but cannot give you the smartness, or to be more precise, the emotional intelligence required in a good leader. This emotional intelligence is inside you, and book learning or learning through traditional media can make you a good mathematician, a good scientist, a good geography. It can give you good information or adequate information for passing marks, top scoring, or even getting selected into good institutes. But if you think that this knowledge can seep, that is the emotional intelligent knowledge can seep in your lifestyle and your work style, then it is far from both. To get that, what you need is emotive and social learning from an experience which can be accelerated by such sessions, which can prepare you better for accepting the challenges and working for the benefit of people around you. You, people around you, your family, your office, your colleagues, your friends, society, and country at the last. And then we can develop emotional intelligence which will help to take decisions in all walks of life in most balanced manner. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 in mathematics, but 1 plus 1 is not equal to 2 in leadership, where you have to take mutually contradictory decisions quite often. And there is no way, there is no pakka, there is no permanent path or defined path where leaders can follow and become displayed true leadership qualities. Hence, we need not be technically correct. What we need is we have to be emotionally correct. Emotionally correctness is true leadership. Emotionally intelligent person or leader helps to take decisions rising above the self and makes you to accept the fact that the team you are leading can have persons who are more capable and talented than you yourself. Even though you are a leader, you may be senior, you may have become leader due to your seniority, or maybe you are owning the enterprise, so you are a leader. But you need not be more talented than your team members. And for success, you need to accept that more gracefully. And what is team building leadership is taking more talented person, first is involving more talented persons than you in your team, and then taking them all along together, making them feel comfortable. Work is incidental. The results are incidental. The financial results will be incidental. But if you take along with you people who are more talented than you, the results are guaranteed, and that is the true leadership. I will just give an example which we are very familiar with. Brake and accelerator are part of intelligent quotient. They form intelligent quotient because they are measurable, physical. We apply brakes, we increase speed, you can measure by kmph, kilometer per hour speed. So, can brake and accelerator alone can drive a automated car. But unfortunately, we are not living in an automated world. We are a developing country where people are struggling to keep their enterprises afloat in all kinds of challenging situations. We have to lead our team, we have to lead our company, we have to lead our society and lead our personal life. There are challenges in every second of the day. So brake and accelerator can drive you through, an automated car can drive you. Maybe it's good in USA, America or European countries, but not in India. Here we need leaders who also have clutch with them. What clutch does? Clutch smoothly helps you to change the gears without feeling the stress that is happening inside the gearbox. So this third aspect of a very practical example is emotional quotient. Clutch defines and signifies the emotional quotient required in a leader. It is required in a vehicle, it is required in a leader. And this clutch helps you to keep your team working at their natural frequency. Every object in this physical world has got its natural frequency. Physics students can understand that. So it helps you to keep people at their natural frequency, and they are the best when they are at natural frequency. That is why, because cognitive learning cannot guarantee, so that is why today's seminar organized by PMA and Shri Narendra ji will be taking that seminar, and it is having the right contents. If you would have gone through the brochure, you see how intelligently it has been made, how practically it has been made, because the content itself signifies it. Leadership interventions through experimental learning. So we learn with our experiments. We don't learn through books. We learn with our experiments. Sharing experiences is the best way for learning the leadership qualities. With focus on leading self before leading others. Ownership thinking versus leadership thinking, and how emotional intelligence can help you in overcoming relationship issues. Team is relationship. The relationship doesn't exist only in our homes. The complex relationship also exists in our official atmosphere. So, I really congratulate the Palakkad Management Association, that is our own team, for organizing such a seminar on a very relevant topic. and it is the most relevant topic. It will benefit each and all of us. Also, it can help disseminate the information and learning of this seminar with our colleagues to benefit our organizations. So, I once again welcome you all, and over to Mr. Narendra. Thank you.
Now I invite Secretary Vimal Venu to have a formal introduction of our